This is unbelievable.
The AP effect. We're going to this.
We already have graphics made up for him. They also had two starting offensive linemen back in the lineup for the first time.
Look at the safeties in the linebackers.
Oh, see, that's an underappreciated
Doesn't matter.
It
Doesn't matter. Touchdown. Everyone focused on Peterson. They get the passing touchdown there. The Cardinals were looking good. The Buccaneers, though, suffer a bad injury here. Jameis Winston goes down. He had thrown for 300 yards in 3 straight games. That is Hassan Reddick and Chandler Jones bringing him down. They did x-rays after the game. Came back negative, fortunately. But Adrian Peterson, he's not done. Ooh. He just got Chris Baker, who's about 600 pounds on his back. Let me just walk into the end zone with him on my back. Look, the NFL lost Odell Beckham and J.J. Watt and Aaron Rodgers. I am all for the Adrian Peterson revival as a storyline. The desert is alive with AP. Baby. Let's go to hear what Adrian had to say after the game.
I feel good. You know, this is the opportunity that, I've been waiting for. So, like I say, once I got that call on Tuesday, I was rejuvenated. My wife even seen it. She was just like, just feel like, boulder would just lift it up your back. So I knew I was going to have the opportunity that I was waiting for, and it's all about taking advantage of it.
I feel like he took a boulder off of his back maybe and put it right there squarely on his shoulder because he was mean-mugging Sean Payton, wasn't getting the love. He goes to a place where they're giving him the ball. You look at Carson Palmer. He goes out and he completes his first 14 passes. They were up 31-zip until when? The third quarter of this game? Yeah. Sort of wild the way this offense came together. Was it as simple as just finding a guy that they could plug in that David Johnson role, even though Adrian Peterson doesn't catch the ball like David does?
I think it wasn't that simple.
Okay.
Right. It feels that way.
It certainly does.
It was an incredible thing to watch yesterday. Do you remember that movie Cocoon, where there are all these old people back in the 80s? I think Adrian Peterson was Hume Cronin and Don Amici was Larry Fitzgerald. And then they made The Expendables, which is like Cocoon with Uzis.
If anybody knows what Kyle is talking about, tweet me at #GMA.
Yeah, I bet you do. At HeyKAdams.
Nope.
And then The Expendables. Las Vegas. We've seen this movie 100 times. Las Vegas, Peter, is a great call. Fitz and Carson, Arians even after the game says, look, I'm good at coaching old guys. And he is. I think Adrian Peterson, obviously incredibly motivated. But we heard he was motivated in New Orleans, too. True. I could not believe what these eyes saw yesterday,
I'll give you some backstory.
You have to.
So you saw the mean mugging on Monday Night Football. I spoke with Sean Payton. We talked to him. Look, the only reason they traded Adrian Peterson because they love Alvin Kamara so much. They're like, we had to get Kamara on the field. There was a trade partner, so it made sense from New Orleans side. Arizona side, spoke to guys at that side of it. They said this. They said, look, Chris Johnson didn't have much juice left.
Sure.
We lost David Johnson. This was a message to the rest of the team, to the fan base. We're still all in on this season. And Adrian Peterson still has juice, and they're paying him less than $1 million. The Saints will pay him $2.5 million this year. The Cardinals, for the rest of the way, will pay him less than $1 million. They had nothing to lose. They're rolling the dice. Yeah, The Expendables. Yeah, Cocoon. Yeah, Las Vegas. Who cares? They won a football game. And Adrian Peterson looked great.
You know what I love about how this all went down? When he first went to New Orleans, we love relationship analogies. Oh, yeah. It's kind of like, they're together? It was like a couple we didn't see working. Like, you know what? Their personalities just don't fit.
Maybe opposites attract.
And then we saw them arguing in public. We're like, you know what? I knew that wasn't going to work out. And then they broke up. But it was like a mutual split. It was like, all right, it was fun while it lasted. It was a few weeks. We tried it. You tried it. I'm going to go date somebody in Arizona. And he goes to the Cardinals. And I haven't seen Adrian Peterson smile like that in 2 years. And it was to the point where he made a move on one guy, shook him up, smile on his face. The other dude dapped him up like Sean Kemp dunking over somebody.
Fritz Gatling.
Right? And I'm thinking like, wow, the respect for Adrian Peterson in the league is still there. And Adrian Peterson is like a child out there on the field. And if we're familiar with Adrian Peterson and his legacy in football, when he's smiling while running the ball and making moves, every defense should be worried. So if this is an indication of what we're going to see out of the Arizona Cardinals, this could mean that Arizona is going to make way back in their division and possibly back in the NFC.
3 OGs out there. Carson Palmer.
Awesome. So
Larry
cool.
Fitzgerald
Triple
looked
OGs.
amazing. It was awesome. 26 carries, 134 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Adrian Peterson in his debut as what number?
23.
20 strange. There's strange stuff going on here in Week 6. Let's say good morning to Will Selva, who's manning the news desk out in L.A. What's up, Will?
What's going on there, Kay? Well, the Jets had it. They were this close to getting the win and sole possession of first place in the division. The difference, of course, was one play the one to Austin Seferian-Jenkins. Seferian-Jenkins appeared to have a 4-yard touchdown, but it was overruled by the replay. As Gang Green ponders what might have been, they have to deal with the reality that now they're in last place in the AFC East, and that's so pleasant feeling for head coach Todd Bowles.
I didn't see the ball fumbled, so I saw it bobble, and I saw him gain control of it, and then go from there.
What does that have to take?
It's difficult to take the loss. It's not just the play. You know, we lost the ball game. They made more plays than us. You got to give them credit. They're great for a reason. Got to go back to the drawing board and play better.
Elsewhere, Lions receiver Golden Tate getting in the end zone for the second time this season, taking his TD celebration to the squared circle, going with the people's elbow, courtesy of one Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And it caught somebody's attention. Hold on, wait for it. That being The Rock. Tweeting to Tate, heart-stopping, elbow-dropping as Showtime Tate brings the dangerously exposed elbow to the pigskin. And I think getting the attention of the person you pay tribute to in your TD celebrations deserves bonus points from all of you in studio who are judging these TD celebrations. Even grumpy, angry Peter Schrager, right?
We'll take that into account, Will, but you don't make the rules, my friend.
I'm not grumpy. I loved Adrian Peterson yesterday. I love the people's elbow. I called it rock bottom on Twitter, and wrestling Twitter was not happy.
Yeah, but Schrager, what's Jets Twitter going to say, though, about this?
Jets fan 66 wants the rule book to be rewritten in the game. During the game, they should change the rules because it wasn't fair to him and his cousin Tony, who came in all the way from Bayonne to see the game in person.
You got some things to say about it. I like it.
Great stuff from
Firing on Twitter.
We'll check in with you in a bit. Pop quiz for you guys. Who leads the NFL in touchdown passes?
Tom Brady.
Bueller? No, not Tom Brady.
Tom Brady?
Rookie, Deshaun Watson, and he what? Didn't